Hi guys, and today's video is going to be another book tag. This book tag is the Pokemon Go book tag, and I was very thankful to be tagged by Taylor from Page Screen Taylor, so thank you Taylor for tagging me. I don't remember who started this book tag. Oh, I'm horrible, but I will be linking it below, so you should definitely check that video out as well. So I don't know a whole lot about Pokemon. I did play Pokemon Go for a couple months. I've kind of got off of it now, but I did enjoy it, so I will know, some of the stuff, like the names of the Pokemon and stuff, but I'm not a avid Pokemon person, so if I pronounce stuff wrong, I'm sorry. Number 1, Starters, the book that started your love for reading. I don't remember the exact book, but I know when I was younger, the series that I read habitually was Junie B. Jones, The Magic Tree House, and the Nancy Drew series. I really feel like I own all of the Nancy Drew books in hardcover. Yeah, it was serious. Actually did recently just get all 50 books of the Magic Tree House really cheap on eBay, so yes. Number 2, Pikachu, a classic that you'll always love. Little Women by Louisa May Alcott. This book is definitely my favorite book, and a tie with Harry Potter, let's be real. I would definitely recommend this book to you. It's about these sisters, and it's I just love this book so much. You should definitely read it if you haven't. Zubat, a book you lost interest in because it's literally everywhere. It's Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. When I was 12 or 13, Twilight was literally in everything that anyone ever talked about, and that really kind of turned me off because I was one of those kids that was if it's mainstream, it's not cool. I was one of those kids back in those days. Yeah. And then I really didn't like the premise, and I heard that the writing was kind of bad in the books, and I don't care to read it. I really don't care. I don't care to see the movies. I have no interest in Twilight whatsoever. Ditto, a book that reminds you of other books, tropes, but you still love anyways. I really honestly could not think of anything for this one. Maybe I'm just not thinking right now. I don't know. Snorlax, a book / series that you haven't started because of sheer size. The Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare, and all of the the Infernal Devices and all of those other spin-off series is that's just overwhelming to think about the amount of books that are in this series, because this is 4, 5, or 6 books. The Infernal Devices is 4, 5, or 6 books, and then there's this new one, Lady Midnight, that's I think that's going to be part of the series too, all in this same world, and that's just really overwhelming for me. Gengar, a book that kept you up at night. At first I took this as a book that was scary, but then I was maybe it's just a book that you stayed up all night reading, and that was a little bit easier for me to come up with, so we're going with that. But I've probably mentioned this before, but this is I vividly remember this. I've stayed up until 2 or 3 a.m. to finish this book, and I had school the next day, but I did not care because I was finishing this book, and that's Yellow Brick War by Danielle Page. I had to finish this book. I was up until 3 o'clock, and I had to get up at 6, but I did not care because this book had to get done. Dino King / Queen, your bookish OTP. Red Queen, Mare and Cal. I ship it so hard, so hard. Rapidash, a fire-hot, fast-paced read. For this I picked Down with the Shine by Kate Carius Quinn, and that's because I read this in virtually one sitting, and I just could not wait to see what happened, and I just had to get through it, and that's definitely why I picked this. Eevee, a series that you'll never get tired of seeing spin-offs for. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you probably know what this series is gonna be like. It's probably not even, you're oh, know what that is. It's gonna be that series again. Harry Potter. I just can't get enough of it, okay? Dear J.K. Rowling, I need a Marauders spin-off series in my hands right now. I literally need canon Marauders stuff in my life. I do. I have an unhealthy obsession with the Marauders era of Harry Potter, and I just really need some books from that, JK, please, please. That little section with Sirius and James was not enough. It was great, it was glorious, I loved it, but it was not enough. Magikarp, a book / series that was surprisingly awesome. The Burn for Burn trilogy by Jenny Han and Seofin Vivian. Going into it, I thought it was going to be light contemporary trilogy. I thought it was just, going to be, I liked it, but I didn't think I was going to really love it like I did. I was really, really surprised by this book, and I was very happily surprised. It was awesome, and it took turns that I was not expecting, and you should definitely check out this series if you haven't. Legendary, an overhyped series that you're still excited to read. For this one, my initial reaction was The Mortal Instruments, but I was I'm going to pick something different. So I decided to pick a book that I feel it may be a little overhyped, but I'm still really ready to read it. And that is My Lady Jane by Cynthia Hand, Brody Ashton, and Jody Meadows. And this book is like, I feel like it has a whole lot of hype. I don't want to say it's overhyped because I haven't read it and I can't make that assumption without having read the book, but it got a lot of hype when it came out, and from what I've heard, rightfully so. And I'm really excited to read this book, and I can't wait. Mew and Mew 2, collector's edition that you wish you owned. I would do anything to have like a first edition of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone or Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Please? Pokey Egg, a debut novel that you're really excited for. And for this, I picked a book that I just got, that I pre-ordered. I haven't started yet, but I'm really lit to, and that is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Harry Maniscalco. Maniscalco. I don't know. But this book is like about this girl that gets involved with the Jack the Ripper case way back when in like London in like I think it was the 1800s. And oh, I like reading about like serial killers type stuff, and I know this sounds really weird, but I mean, but I definitely cannot wait to read this. Lure module, an auto buy author. R.L. Stine, if it has R.L. Stine on it, it is very, very likely that I'm going to buy it. Even more so if it's like Fear Street. I don't read as much of his Goosebumps stuff anymore. I did when I was younger, but if it says R.L. Stine in Fear Street, it's gonna be in my hands. I have to have it, like have to have it. Servers Down, a book release you've been waiting on forever. And like this hasn't been forever, and it really hasn't not been that long at all, but it feels like forever, and I'm just so amped for this release that like it feels like it's been 3,000 years since the last book in this series came out, and that's King's Cage by Victoria Aveyard. It comes out in February of 2017. You want to know how lit I am for this release? I have a countdown app on my phone, and I downloaded it specifically so I could create an app or a thing for King's Cage, counting down the days. It's 118 days and 3 months and 26 days until the book comes out, and I'm so excited. So I definitely could not be any more excited for that book, and I'm so ready for it, like beyond ready. So that was it for the Pokemon Go tag. That was really long, so this video is probably going to be super long, but it was fun, and I'm going to be tagging some people in the description box because guess what? Brooke is unprepared as usual, and I don't have anybody to tag off the top of my head. So yeah, they're gonna be down in the description box. Check and see if it's you, because you might be tagged. But anyways, that's it for this video, guys. Until the next video, bye!